going? What are you drinking tonight? Let's keep them flowing. Where do you come from? Where are you going? What are you feeling tonight? And what are you showing? Where do you come from? 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 Where are you going? What are you drinking tonight? Let's keep them flowing.
Hey, what's going on? We are live with the Cloud and the Console, bringing you all the cloud gaming news that's going on this week. Thanks everyone for coming on in, stopping on by. If you're new, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that share button to let everybody know the best place to get cloud gaming news. And that's right here with Rudiggz and my good friend, Mr. Nads. How are you doing today?
Good. Just getting ready to go on a trip, so that's gonna be awesome. What about yourself? How you doing?
Well, celebrating, happy, in shock, and still getting over a little bit of a cold. So all these things all at once, but yes, finally a home to call home. We are moving very soon, but yes, just got the confirmation. So woo!
Yes, that's awesome.
House time.
Yeah, perfect.
Now the scariness of house ownership.
Yes, that's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah. But yes, other than that, always just having a good time, gaming on some different things,
Yeah.
but not this week. Now I finally freed myself up. I'm gonna jump into it first, playing Black Myth Wukong. It's just absolutely gangbusters. The finale, totally epic. Didn't expect the huge grandiosis. Absolutely a great title. It is now finished under my belt, and a review will be coming soon, so check that one out. But purely action-packed, and what story. All these little tales really got me, and I think about it a lot, too, and I think that's important about a game. But Black Myth Wukong, awesome title.
Yeah, definitely. Like I saw
And what
you
have you
play a
been
lot of
gaming
it.
on?
I've been hacking it away in No Man's Sky, just like freaking playing the game. There's just so much to do in the game, so I try to do the main story and I get distracted, and then I come to the main story, then I get distracted. Now I'm at the point where there's like 16 minutes before the world reset or whatever happened, and then like I'm trying to figure that part out like before I ran out of time, I guess. So yeah, so every time I jump through Galaxy, then it's like going up one. So I don't know if I reach 16, it will like reset and then I lost my progression, or reach 16, I don't know. So I need to reach the center of the universe. So that's quite interesting. That game is massive. It's just crazy. Been a lot of fun. Didn't play any Destiny 2 because like my space love is all into No Man's Sky. I know we had Outlaw coming out this week. I've seen a lot of people playing it. I personally not a super fan of Star Wars, or like not crazy enough to say yes, I want to try it. I think I like to see what other people like about it or not. I saw some review about it. It looks like a Ubisoft game, affiliate Ubisoft, so quite interesting. But yeah, other than that, the other game I played was what is it called? Eldira's 2, as usual, every Monday. But we'll talk more about it.
Yeah, and how fun of a tradition is that? I mean,
I
every
know.
Monday we get on, we have some laughs for an hour or so.
Exactly.
And I honestly enjoy Monday evenings hanging out with you guys and just causing chaos. And now we're on level 10. So I don't think we're going to
Yeah.
stop. I think we just pump it up to level 10 all the time.
Yeah, and I think I reached level 40 in my character, so it's pretty good. But yeah, I think so when we did the level 10, I don't know, it vary on the world we go to, but like I feel sometimes it's stupidly hard. Where like before it was like I was like getting used to it. Now it's just like you get killed so quickly. There's like no getting away, right? So it's quite interesting, that's for sure. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Definitely.
Can't enjoy it anymore. And then obviously we have family game night where we play Fortnite every Wednesday. I believe that got canceled because I was feeling a little bit under the weather, but we'll be back to
Yeah.
it hopefully soon. So be sure to watch out because they're going to be get back to school, so they won't be out living that summer life anymore.
Oh, really? Yeah. So they're gonna
Yeah.
be busy. No more like playing video game all the time. Probably gonna do homework then.
But let's jump into some news and
Yes.
updates. If you got any updates, let me know because I'm sure
Yes.
it's a little bit slower
Well,
these days in the
yes,
summer.
it's very slow, but we'll move into Destiny 2. As I haven't been playing in so long, it's just crazy. So last week or at reset, they finished the solstice, which I didn't really do much about it. And now they move into the Act 3. So Act 3 is available of Echo, and there's also a new exotic mission worth checking out. There's Sword are getting their own special event. Like I guess like everybody loves Sword in Destiny 2, so it's something to look at. Some way to get like an emblem from the Sword event going on. There's also a Bungie bounty for good, which they donate. They like do um, no, they do competition PvP. If you beat them, you can get some emblem and stuff like that. Also, they have Maui wildlife. So a year ago, Maui got like destroyed with a wildfire. Sorry, and then yeah, they just accumulating some fun as usual. Bungie Foundation always provide every month to a foundation of their choice, which is pretty interesting. If you're interested to support that, just jump on it. And also there's a exotic armor collection offering, so it's quite interesting to see. So let's just go down to it, and I'll do this.
The threat is serious.
And press. So there's the video actually, the new trailer of Act 3. So Echo. You got the Anchor, which is a new exotic mission. This is a new exotic weapon. I don't know if I can go full screen. If I go full screen, no, you lose it. Okay, my bad. So yeah, you can get a new exotic weapon. It's an auto rifle, but use special ammo. Look at that. Made me think he's shooting like a Vex. See, shooting back at him and he's shooting at you. So quite interesting. Also a solar machine gun. Very interesting. Looks pretty cool. It also sounded as a rapid fire. And we got the chronophage, which make me think of another weapon that we had before. They just changed it. So solar, it's like void now, and there's new artifacts. So as usual, they update that. But yeah, the new weapon looks pretty cool. I think I would just jump in to get the new exotic weapon. And then the sword time. So if you basically have like some good move with your sword and a way of slashing, you can post it. And then that's gonna be the next part. But for this point, there's 4 seasonal challenge during the time right now, and so you can get some extra XP and try to reach level 200 on the season pass. That's right, season pass now is up to 200 because they adding act, right? So quite interesting. But yeah, here like you can add on hashtag sword logic on Twitter or X or on social platform, and you can just win those emblem if you being posted on September 12th. So there's gonna be a winner. I post on the September 12th to it. So there we go. And let's do some good. That's what I was saying, the bounty for good. So if you want to check it out, it's always good to see that they're doing some activity to just stay with the community, right? And here's the emblem you can get for that. The Maui wildfire. So basically you can get an emblem and also a t-shirt in support to the Maui. Yeah, so if you go on their Bungie store, you can probably get it there. So awesome. Look at this emblem, pretty cool. It's like very nice and sunny where I'm going. You can also add so the auto rifle to your collection, but I don't know if it's just like in a case or something like that. It looks pretty cool. I like the idea that they did that with some exotic weapon from the game. So again, Bungie rewards, so go check it out. And they add some news for their social media. So yeah, not exactly sure what it is about, but there's like some private match reward you can get if you're interested into the Crucible Fight Fender for a ritual. They changed some of it a little bit to add more bright dust. I think that was one thing they were looking at changing, because they found now with the new system you don't get as much bright dust, where like before with the bounty system you could grind as much as you want, right, for bright dust. So, and there was like another way, like some of the like let's say if you play so many game of Crucible, you will like get like was it 500 or 200? Try to remember how many bright dust you get, but like you do all the vendor like by doing your 8 bounties from that vendor, then like you could get like some bright dust. But I guess this system doesn't offer as much, so hopefully we're gonna see that. But that's pretty much it, like some short news, some change. I'm quite interested about the exotic auto rifle, a special exotic auto rifle. As you can see, there's the perk in the bottom, and there's 2 perks. I'm not exactly sure what they are, but they're part of the exotic weapon. But pretty cool. And that's it for Destiny. I'm gonna have to look into getting back into it, but right now I want to finish No Man's Sky before I go back to Destiny. I feel like taking a break of Destiny, it's a good thing. Gonna go back on it. It's gonna be feeling fresh, feeling anew, and we'll move on from there. Okay, so Diver, we have not much going on with Diver. We're still waiting to get the vehicle, the land vehicle. Hopefully that's gonna come soon. But the only news we had was like emergency hotfix that happened on August 21st. where they fix a common crash while occurring when killing the impaler inside the stronghold. That's very weird, but I feel like maybe that happened very often. But yeah, so that was the only thing they had announced for us. So not much going on the Eldiver side, but that's all I got. Let's look at what we have for Cloud
Yeah,
News.
no worries. Yeah, let's check out Cloud News and what's going on there.
Yeah.
Well, let's pop into the newsroom and we'll get all set up there.
Yep.
All right, like we love to do, let's start with our favorite, the pinnacle of cloud gaming services, and that is GeForce Now. So let me, I gotta
Yep.
expand this a bit. Where's share screen? Here we go. So, hopefully this Tuesday I'll be able to get some Visions of Mana up on the channel because I know Nads will be out and about, a bit busy with his shenanigans
Yes.
this week.
Spending some money on vacation.
Yes. But if you are not on vacation like Nads, you've got a lot of things to look forward to this month. There is early access for Star Wars Outlaws, Call of Duty 6 Black Ops Open Beta, as well as 26 other games joining this week on GeForce Now Nvidia. So be sure not to miss this, and if one of your games is tracked on here, be sure to save the storage and use some GeForce Now. We got new games and new expansions with the World of Warcraft, one of the most popular video games of all time, receiving a new update. And yes, it is on GeForce Now. One of the most easiest accessible ways to play this on your phone, on your screen, on your TV. So be sure not to miss that one.
I don't know if you can play World of Warcraft on your phone though.
On GeForce Now?
Yeah, I wonder, because I know one thing I couldn't play on my phone from GeForce Now was Maple Story, because you need a keyboard. You cannot play with a controller.
Oh, interesting.
Unless you plug a keyboard to your phone, then you can. Mouse and keyboard, yeah. Quite interesting, right?
Yeah, I didn't realize, but that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of titles releasing this month. There is
crazy.
over 20 titles coming on announced so far. Yoku's Island Express available on Xbox and the Microsoft Store. So interesting to see that sort of plugin come into play. We have Outlaws available via Ubisoft Connect. Visions of Mana via Steam.
Yes.
Darksiders Genesis coming on via Xbox, which is interesting to see. So many games. Into the Breach, I remember that one back on Stadia.
Yeah, what's that all about? Into the Breach, jeez.
I believe it was like an RTS type of thing.
Oh, okay. Another good one in there is Core Keeper. If you haven't played that, it was available before for Steam account, but now they added for the Xbox. A lot of fun. It's like another graphical game, but it's like almost a top-down survival game. Pretty fun to play around.
Yeah, so be sure to check out if your game has made the list. There's a lot of cool titles coming out this month. I'm sure Star Wars Outlaw will pique a lot of people's attention. Alrighty then, let's blast through some more news we got going on in the cloud gaming universe. We have Werewolf the Apocalypse, Heart of the Forest, where choices shape destiny. So this is a new cloud gaming narrative game. It elevates sort of the visual novel, and this is now becoming available on some of your favorite cloud gaming services. So check it out. That this is now on GeForce Now. It reviewed pretty cool, pretty high. If you are a fan of this narrative-driven sort of story, I think these are another one that are perfect to have on your phone.
Yeah,
And it's from the
exactly.
Werewolf series, so
I I don't know the series, but the idea is like it's going back in time with the old type of RPG where you had to read the book and answer, making a decision. They had like some of the game like that before, so they're kind of going back to that point where like you read a book and then you have some picture, like better quality picture, maybe something better in there that like you can visually connect to what you're reading, and then yeah, that's interesting.
yes, big shout out to Rouster, who's also talking about Diablo 4. It's got a new expansion, new difficulties,
Yeah,
runes, rune rewards, new skills, and new class. So be sure to
nice.
check that out after the new drop. I believe it happened very recently and it came to Game Pass, but I may be wrong about that. I don't think expansions come to Game Pass.
Oh,
Uh,
I know like Diablo 4 is available on Game Pass on
but
GeForce
is that just
now.
the base? I don't think you get all the paid expansions.
I'm not exactly sure. Is like any of the character are part of an expansion?
There are some new characters introduced with expansions, I know.
Oh, okay.
It's been a little bit since I played it,
Yeah.
ever since I got to 100 and burned myself out of that game.
Yeah. You're like, I made it. I've had enough.
Maybe one day I'll get back to it. It was fun. The
Yeah.
expansion is next month and it's $40. Yes, it's not a part of Game Pass. But hey, if you're invested in the game, it's a lot of fun. It'll provide you entertainment for the next little bit.
Yeah, there we go. Awesome.
Well, let's take a look
Ah.
at Luna. Let's not forget this one, and they've made a big splash recently, allowing you to play which one is it? Star Wars. Fallen
Outlaw?
Outlaws, as well as adding Middle Earth Shadow of War. So some pretty big titles being added to Amazon Luna recently, and so giving it a little bit of new life, I will say.
Mhm. Yeah, I need to try that Shadow of Mordor because I think I have the 1 and 2, both game through Epic. I wonder if I could connect my Epic account through Luna and play on the cloud.
There you go. A little Star Wars action.
Yeah.
Well, so, giving Luna a little bit of new life. Be sure not to sleep on it. There are some cool things on it. And as you see Control there, being Jesse standing there, Control is an awesome game. And it's rumored to come out with a second one being worked on too. So,
that should be very good, actually.
yeah, I did enjoy that first game. But let's keep moving on. Xbox app leaks several games coming to Game Pass later this month. Oh, so some titles to look forward to, possibly coming into the cloud. Yeah, Black Ops will be coming to Game Pass. And we have Riders Republic coming in November. Expeditions. I could see Riders Republic coming to the cloud because they were in the cloud on Stadia. So I think it's easier for them. But yeah, some little bit of a leak here, and you can see Expeditions if you're a fan of that series, Star Trucker, because you always gotta farm and truck things in space.
Star Trucker. It's funny.
And then Age of Mythology, which is the RTS game, right?
Yeah, and it's not a new game, I don't think so, but very good RTS.
Yeah. So be sure to look out for Xbox's Game Pass, and hopefully we get a lot more of these into the cloud, because a great place for people to play and pretty easy to set up. Now, I will say what I think is cool, and I'm pulling this from the bottom here, wanted to talk about these together, is xCloud's game-changing direct-to-cloud controller is emerging from testing. So I think this is a cool idea that you would just have this controller You pair it with a TV, and then instantly you have your GamePass library available on xCloud.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so it's just a rumor right now, but I do think this is the future where you won't have a console at home, you'll just have a controller, and you simply set it to whichever subscription that you have access to.
Look at Stadia, they had the right way. They started with the controller and
Just a controller. And yep, they're going in that direction finally. They're just a couple years behind.
Yeah. Oh, pretty cool. They just gotta make sure that their button doesn't break too easily, and we gotta be good. Like the Elite one, that's the Elite 2. Now the 2 bumper, I'm having difficulty. I'm like,
Oh, really?
yeah,
that's
the
a
2.
letdown.
I just need to change the part inside, I guess, but I still need to open it. It's annoying,
Well,
but oh well.
yeah, controllers need to be built stronger. We were talking in the Discord, and somebody said that their parents threw one of their Game Boys out the window of the car when they were driving, and they went to go get it later on, and the thing still worked.
Yeah. They don't used to make it like they make
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
They
It's
used
like
to make it with that.
you drop a PlayStation controller from like 1 foot and it's broken and it's got shit like stick drift, and it's like, my goodness, things are so fragile.
Yes, they're fragile now, but oh well.
We have some details on GeForce Now with Black Ops 6. We know it's one of the biggest games this side of games being big, boasting massive populations. Yes, there is the open access, and as well as the game will be launching with GeForce Now as an available option. But what do you need to know about it? It will be available via Steam and Battle.net. So if you're looking to play it anywhere else on GeForce Now, you'll have to wait, because as until right now, nothing has been announced except for those 2 platforms.
So, but like if you connect your Battle.net to your Xbox Game Pass, then you should be fine, right? Is it on Xbox Game Pass?
It is. The game is on Xbox Game Pass, but I don't have Game Pass and where you can link your Battle.net. I don't know if they're linkable.
Well, when I was trying to play Diablo 4, it wouldn't let me because I needed to link my Microsoft account with my Battle.net, or my Battle.net with my Microsoft account, so then I could play it. It was something weird. I remember that. So it might be something to look at when it comes out. Maybe we can play for free through like Game Pass.
Well, just as an announcement from GeForce Now, they are only adding the Steam and the Battle.net versions of Call of Duty for this week. So as of right now, that's all we have to let you guys know. Well, let's talk about our favorite retro one, because what would be a week without talking a little bit about Antstream, as it adds 2 brand new games to its massive library. Although it says 2 new games, they are probably uber old, and they are Quantum Arcade, and as well as Avenger Way of the Tiger 2. So Avenger Way of the Tiger 2 actually looks more like a early Zelda retro, but Quantum Arcade is definitely as old school as they get.
You're not sharing your screen.
Oh,
it was still showing all together.
There we go.
It was sharing.
So the Quantum is now available on Antstream. Definitely pretty cool that they're bringing all of these retro games back to life.
I like that what they have, like the game and then file where you can have it available on which cloud device or cloud service, right? Look at the list. We're getting like it's getting pretty long now, right?
Yeah, and I'm sure they're not got them all.
No, they don't have them all, that's for sure.
Next we have Netflix Games adds an iconic Snake game to its catalog. So I thought this was interesting just because I remember playing Snake on my phone back in the day.
On your phone, your calculator.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I won't play videos. But yes, Snake is on your Netflix account, so you can mess around on your phone and just connect the dots basically with your little Snake thing. But there's kind of a shout out to Stadia. Remember when they went down, their last game was like some game called Worms, right?
Yeah, play it. That's funny.
Yeah.
Play
But there it
Monday.
is.
Yeah.
Snake IO, available on Netflix Gaming, Cloud Gaming. Now we have one of my favorite games I wanted to talk about, and wait a second. I just realized, now that it's not on Stadia, is Risk of Rain 2
On Steam?
on the cloud?
Yeah, I want to say yes.
Yes, it is. It's available. Well, anything's available on Shadow, right? So, and it's available on Boosteroid. So, Seekers of the Storm expansion launches for Risk of Rain 2. So, if you're a big fan of the game like I am, this was definitely some news to hear about. However, Gearbox took over and created this expansion. And unfortunately, if you're looking forward to it, I may say and recommend pump the brakes, because we're getting reviews from Steam here and active users saying the new Survivor Seeker kind of sucks and is boring. Only 5 new stages, barely any new items or content. Kind of a explicit DLC, to be honest. Yeah, and a lot of people are echoing that sentiment.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah, it sucks because it was an indie game, and then Gearbox came and swooped it up, and now it's kind of like the indie creator from the beginning needs to come back and save their game.
Yeah,
they do.
Pretty much. Hopefully they can come back and fix that.
Yeah. Yep. We will see. We will see. Well, I cannot believe I am saying this a little bit early, but I know you got a early morning tomorrow.
Yes.
So let's jump to our clips, and then we can head out of here.
Yes, sounds good.
You have a clip ready?
I got 2 clips actually. Okay.
All right.
So the first one is a No Man's Sky clip. And basically it's bringing me back some nostalgia. So basically I'm a big fan of SG1 or Stargate, and it's almost like in No Man's Sky there's like parts of the game that are referring to like something, like we had the expedition, recent expedition, make me think a lot of Helldiver because you had to kill a lot of bugs. But this part, it's very similar to SG1.
The Stargate.
Yeah, the Stargate. And I'm like, oh my god. Because you had to input a code, and then the Stargate pop, and then you walk through it. And then, yeah. Pretty funny.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I like that idea. And maybe because I recorded that video, I can find which location to
well, do you know?
Oh, that was.
Do you know? Okay, so there's one way. If you take a screenshot on any planet you're on, in the bottom corner, it will show the address of the planet.
Oh.
That you're on, which is interesting.
Yeah. Then you can input the code to travel there.
Yeah. But you, like I said, you just got to look up a planet or somebody's base they've made that's close by, and you can teleport right there.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look into that. I tried to teleport to go to bases where they add a gate, because they were like showing like people's bases, and when I go click on it, it's downloading the data, but it's failing every time. So I don't know what I need to
Maybe
do.
old. I don't know. Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Oh well.
I
Uh,
can come and show you one that I have if you want. Like, kind
yes,
of go there,
yeah, that would be
and then you can
perfect.
just come into my universe type of thing from the anomaly.
Yeah,
You can
definitely.
do that when you get back.
Yeah, sounds good.
All
Uh,
right. You
next.
got another clip?
Yes, the next clip is some Divers 2 clip. As usual,
Ludicrous.
we like that. So we had this charger chasing us, and that was on level 10. This one was on level 10. Yeah, you can see on top, I think, top right. But yeah, so we try to complete this objective where it's raising the flag. You gotta stick around, and this charger is still alive after all this time. So I decided to use my grain launcher on him, and boom, it did like some backflip, destroyed a statue in the back. I found that quite interesting that the bug was flipping like this, so I had to
That's
flip
funny.
it. Just one grain launcher exploded, it just flipped, and he was dead. That was a good timing. But yeah, a lot of fun as usual playing Divers.
Well, this is a clip I have from the Scorpion Lord, apparently a very difficult boss,
Nice.
which just shows you sort of the level of aggression some of these characters have in these boss fights. This is one of the more difficult ones for sure, but I was able to get the victory and get a lot of perfect dodges and get the smackdown
I know
and
that
watch
was a perfect smack.
watch the finisher.
Oh,
Baby smash.
yeah, the baby smash. Uh, that's funny.
Yeah. And then I wanted to show this clip because I wanted to show, I'm not always perfect. So this is one of the most difficult, and I thought I was streaming today. It said broadcasting, but it wasn't going live. So
Oh,
this is
really?
one of the more difficult bosses out there, and you will see how absolutely close I was. This is maybe like my third or fourth attempt, not very many, but I almost had him, and I got too overly confident. Once I learned that fan was the key to everything, he started getting wrecked. And then I had him on the wire. Second huge smash, barely any health left. I took off all that chunk, and then he just came back all like Super Saiyan, like, I had him. I had
No.
him. Oh my gosh, I got way too greedy. I still had a heal in the tank too.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to
But
back up a little bit just to get him, but you end up killing him, right?
yes, I ended up killing him. That's when I had the huge epic fight. That's when I ended up going live in the end of there and just having fun on the end of the game there. So
That's
a lot of cool
awesome.
stuff.
Yeah, very good game. I know the video didn't give that much of good quality, but like the game has very good like graphic and all this
On GeForce now.
on
Yeah, that's my
GeForce.
yeah. Be
Yeah.
sure to play it there. That's my recommendation.
Yeah, it's kind of like weird that like PlayStation 5 cannot run it as well. So I don't know if it's like the compatibility is not there fully there or something. But
Yeah, and I also feel like the PlayStation 5 was meant to be used with like a HDMI 2.1. And when I got this screen back in the day, it was for Stadia type of thing. So I feel like the console kind of needs a different screen, but
yeah.
I still like my 4K. I still enjoy my screen. Still have lots of fun. But hey,
Yeah.
that's why GeForce Now is so awesome. I find every game looks uber crisp. The
Yeah.
textures on Ultra, I don't know how they do it. I think they've captured a bunch of magicians and witches, and they just get them to like cloud game magic.
Yeah. That's funny. One suggestion I have for your PlayStation 5, look, when you get the PlayStation, did it came with HDMI cable out of the
Yes.
box? Is it a 2.1 HDMI?
Yes.
Okay, because you should have two HDMI port on the. Oh no, it's two display port. I think we have on the screen.
Yeah, we
right?
have a display port and we have two HDMIs,
Oh, okay.
2.0s.
So there's oh, they're both 2.0s and not
Yeah.
okay, I see. All good. I was thinking maybe you need to change your cable or change connection, but yeah,
No,
all
well,
good.
I live and gaming is great, so
Yes.
I don't need the fancy schmancy. I'll be fine. Maybe for my birthday one year.
Yeah. Get a
But
big
until-
big screen LED,
Yeah.
10K.
Oh, I need all the nits. Give me 1,000 nits, please.
Is that what they go for now?
Well, the nits are like the HDR. So
Oh,
the
okay.
HDR is like the rating of how much blacks are black and whites are whites or something like
Oh,
that. Yeah.
fancy. Oh,
But
yeah.
until next time, this is
Yeah.
Cloud&Console, and I think we're both going to go to bed.
Yes, I think that's the plan. But awesome. Thank you all for joining us.
Yes, take care. Cloud Game, GeForce Now. There should be a link in the description. If not, just type GeForceNow.com.
Yeah.
But until next time, take care, be kind, be safe out there.
See y'all.
All right, now this is where I press the credits button.
Yes.
Grove. 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 Why try to believe in me? Why try do I even need to? I die with the season leaves. I glide with the season breeze. True, my mind so easily spooked. I ride just to be the me who finds hype super decently smooth. Nice type, but as sick as